Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a great day today. Now, today I wanted to discuss a pretty hot topic within the Call of Duty community, and that is how Activision has been drifting away towards the realism factor in Call of Duty and moving more towards the goofy and silly side with the skins they've been adding recently. And as you all know, Call of Duty is it originally was a Slim shooter game. It was military and it had army and war shit, that type of stuff. Now, if you've been playing Call of Duty long enough, or I should say since the Warzone era, you would know that they got this little shop section where you can go purchase cosmetics like skins, blueprints for your guns and all that. Some of it be overpriced, some of it don't be overpriced, some of it be cheap, some be, But the main point is this is like one of their main ways of making money from the game outside of actually buying the game. Now, usually with the release of a new Call of Duty, they update the store to fit the time period of said Call of Duty game. Like Cold War, for example, it taking place in the 80s. They had a lot of 80s themed skins, other Black Ops type skins or that type of stuff. And with Vanguard, it's a World War II game, so they had a lot of World War II skins to start off. And like Modern Warfare 2019, they had a lot of Slim and military type skins. But usually later in the game life cycle, like 2 or 3 months within the game life cycle, they started to drift away from the realism and they started to go crazy with the skins and add a lot of over-the-top stuff that they know is gonna sell more than the traditional Slim skins. For example, with the release of Season 3 of Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, they've been adding some crazy skins like the High Sloth, which I'm sure y'all seen if you've been playing. They added a brain in a jar. They've been adding killer bunnies. They've been adding these Barney-looking skins, which just dropped today. I saw them in the shop. They got these scary bat skins coming out, and they've been adding a lot of over-the-top skins, and these skins traditionally sell well because they're just more appealing to look at for more people. Now, some people don't think these skins belong in Call of Duty whatsoever because they think it's just trying to be like Fortnite, like I said before. And I've even seen some people in replies of Call of Duty asking can they have an option to make these skins appear as defaults because they don't want to see Sloths and Nicki Minaj and Homelander walking around and jump shotting and killing them. Now, me personally, I honestly don't even mind it. I even use the crazy skins more because I think it's kind of funny, a jump shotting and drop shotting them people as Homelander and A-Train. Now, if you've known Activision long enough, you know they're going to do whatever brings in the most money, the most revenue, the most everything to do with money. And they got the statistics, they see which skins are being sold the most and which skins are being sold the less. And it's clear that the crazy over-the-top skins are being sold way more than the Slim skins, which is why they keep making more of them and less Slim skins. Now, I can see why people would be mad about this because Call of Duty did originate from being a Slim shooter, military type, like I said before, but it still is and always was an arcade shooter game. And realism was never something that they, was supposed to stand on. They could at any point just choose to drift away from realism, as y'all could see from games like Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. And even Black Ops 2, I would say, that game take place in the near future. Now, I do think there should be a balance of Slim and silly skins to, just balance it out for the people who hate the silly stuff and the people who like the Slim stuff, like the OGs, the veterans, And I think Modern Warfare 2019 did a decent job at having a balance of both because Modern Warfare 2019, as much as I hate the game, it did kind of reboot the franchise and bring Call of Duty back to what it was. It brought a lot of people back and it had a strong realism factor, even in multiplayer from the core gameplay mechanics to the campaign to the gun sounds to everything. Like, it really kind of did revolutionize this new era of Call of Duty we got going on. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't think MW 2019 had a lot of silly skins. I think it pretty much stayed true to what it was trying to be from the start, which was a realistic mil-slim shooter game. And I guess I kind of respect them for it. They didn't really stray too far. Only thing I can think of that's kind of over the top from MW 2019 is the Halloween event. Even then, with people like Leatherface and Jigsaw and even the Jason type skin, it still kind of fit in the game. And then later in 2020, Cold War came out, which was made by Treyarch. And if you know Treyarch, they designs and their creativity pretty much unmatched out of the three studios. Like, they gonna definitely show how creative they are in some of their games, like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. Like, even the maps that they create in games be some of the best maps. Like, they be bright, colorful, all that type of stuff. And Cold War was no different when it came out, because I want to say around when season 2 came out in February, that's when they started saying, yeah, we gonna start making the crazy skins. Like, we done holding back. It's like they was just waiting for the opportunity. Like, they kept the skins traditional with the time period when the game first came out, but after the little honeymoon phase and grace period, they started to show like that their skins can get crazy. Another thing I wanted to bring up is that Call of Duty, they know their demographics. Like, they know that a lot of younger people are starting to play the game. Like, this generation of Call of Duty and video games, like, younger people are starting to play, and they starting to get good as hell at games. Like, even in Fortnite, like, you got young people who are cold as hell at the game, and it's the same with Call of Duty. Like, this new generation is younger, and Call of Duty, they see that, so they gonna try to appeal to their younger audience. And I can see why some of the veterans can have a problem with that. Like, oh, you're just gonna start to forget about your OG audience and appeal to the newer audience. Like, wow. And I can see where they're coming from, but like I said before, like, money talks, especially with Activision, and they gonna do whatever bring in the most money. And it is kind of unfair to the people like me with Slim Skins, because they are forced to see people like Nicki Minaj and rubber duckies and slots walking around. Like, you really can't do much about it because a lot of people buy these skins. I think the skin that got a lot of people talking recently was the dinosaur skin that just released. And there was a lot of people saying, oh, Call of Duty lost its identity and stuff like that. Like, way more people was talking about this skin than the other skins that I mentioned. Like, it caught a lot of people's attention. They was like, oh, we got dinosaurs now? Like, come on. One thing I wanted to tap back in on was the collab skins that they be adding. Pretty much, I feel like they add collab skins that fit the time period of said Call of Duty games. Like I said before with the Halloween event, Modern Warfare 2019, with Jigsaw and Leatherface and all them. Like, it fit the game. And with Cold War, some of the collabs they had was Rambo, John McClane, Judge Dredd, and all that type of stuff. And Cold War took place in the 80s, and those were a lot of 80s characters like Rambo and and they did fit into the game pretty well. So I can't even sit here and act like those are bad collabs. And they even added skins like the Terminator and stuff. And it's weird that they was in Vanguard. The game take place in World War II. The Terminator would literally fit way better in Cold War, but it's whatever, like, because Warzone is all connected, so skins go to whichever game. But yeah, those skins, I feel like they fit the time period that they were in. And that's one thing Call of Duty does do a good job on. And collabs like The Boys, which I'm super biased towards because it's my favorite show, I feel like even they fit in Call of Duty because it's a rated R TV show, like, you're not gonna have them in Fortnite. Well, you might have them in Fortnite. I mean, I kind of doubt it because the game has been getting kind of childish and kiddie recently with the Lego stuff, so they might not even add the boys to their game. But they do very well fit in Call of Duty with how gruesome and how not laid back the show is and how it's just not scared to do things. And the fact that they did add them is crazy to me. I just remember with the Halloween event in Code where they had Ghostface and Frank the Rabbit, which was crazy to me, and they fit in the game. Like, honestly, I feel like when it comes to Halloween events, there's one time where they can just go crazy. Like, even in MW2, they had Skeletor and like Spawn, Alucard, all them people. And I feel like that's like Halloween is like a free pass for them to just do whatever they want, especially since it's toward the end of the game's life cycle. The collab skins and the sealer skins really ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Cause even with the new Godzilla collab they just had last month, like I can't even count how many times I've seen Shimo and Godzilla walking around, or even Scar King. Like, they literally sell like hotcakes. It's literally just free money to Activision and them. And I don't know if y'all saw, but we are getting more collabs like Fallout and The Crow and stuff like that. And we finna see them skins running around everywhere in Warzone. Some people really don't understand that in the business industry, whatever gets you the most money is what you need to keep doing. And that's literally what it is for Activision. Like, these skins bring them so much money, and even though some of them be overpriced, some people still go out their way and buy these skins, which gives them more money, which makes them want to make more of these crazy skins and less realism skins. And honestly, to me, it's not even a big deal. Like, it's a video game. Call of Duty is an arcade shooter at the end of the day, and it shouldn't matter to people too much that they add in over the top shit and not as much realism, even though I can see where some of them are coming from with the hate. And there definitely should be a balance, but it is just a video game and it's an arcade game. I really just wanted to get my thoughts on this whole situation with the skins because it is a decently hot topic. Every time a new skin drops, the comments on Instagram or Twitter, they all kind of say the same thing about how it's turning into Fortnite, or we want realistic skins. And I can't see where they coming from, but yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts on this whole shit. And I really don't even care about if it's a lot of realism or a lot of silly things. But actually, I ain't even gonna lie, the realism stuff can get boring at times, Like, I want at least some creativity in there, like with Treyarch. Like, it is gonna get boring looking at the same military skin, so it would be nice to switch it up like they are doing. But me personally, there should be a balance, like 50% balance between the two. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about this topic. Definitely let me know y'all thoughts on this whole situation in the comments. Do you prefer more realism skins, more silly skins, or would you prefer a balance between the two? Because it seemed like Call of Duty, they definitely leaning more towards silly skins. But yeah, hopefully y'all guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background while I was talking. Hopefully it was entertaining. Leave a like on the video. Drop a comment like I said before. Drop a sub if you're new. And keep these videos coming as usual. And yeah, and I'm out. Peace.